What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. A little surprise. An old league that we took a pretty long break from. Um, they've actually done completed 3 seasons while we were away. And only probably a quarter of you would even remember this. This is a league from a long time ago. And it is going to be a little hint, if this tells you anything. It's the PSL Season 8. We are back for it, as we have gained a whole lot more free time, in this stupid COVID stuff. So I've picked up a few more leagues. I'm probably going to record for this WPF and BRL, but we will get to BRL sometime later in the week, probably. But battles for PSL start this Monday, which is today, the day that's going up. And so do BRL. And so I'll probably figure out a good upload schedule for those. No idea what it's going to be yet, but we'll figure that out for you guys. So going into this is a little different of a league than what we usually play. This is going to be the... I totally forgot I'm going to have a... Anyway, this is going to be a post DLC... It's really dumb. It's really dumb. Trust me. Post DLC, but no cut moves. With Megas League, which to me is just dumb. If you're going to get rid of cut moves, you don't have Megas. But, hey. Whatever. So our first pick, we had pick 7, I believe. I can check real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We did have pick 7. And so I was really just going to pick whatever the best thing fell to me. And probably something that I haven't tried yet. So Zapdos went pick 1, which makes sense with how good it is right now. Tapu Koko went pick 2, which, makes sense. Mega Zam, I probably wasn't going to take it, most likely, but makes sense why it's going so early right now. But I feel like it's got that new toy kind of feel to it, and I'm not a big fan right now. Tapu Lele went, I probably wasn't going to draft it. Jirachi went, and then Mega Lopunny went right before me. Mega Lopunny without return is no thanks for me. And somehow this fell all the way down to me at 7th. We pick up our first Pokemon, Melmetal, and once I got off those pictures, I'm going to turn this back on as well. We got Melmetal with our first pick, and I was I got some bougie stuff on here. Okay. Oh, my camera just froze. I got some bougie stuff on here. We've got, what's this way? This way. I did screw up because in this league, they're doing something a little different. Instead of 2 tier 3s, because there's so many people, they made a different tiering system. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiers instead of 1, 2, 3, and 3, 5, and 6. Screwed up way too late. Couldn't fix it in time. Because I don't have this font style. And so if I change a number on this font style, I lose that font, which really sucks. And I think I should... Possibly, no, I probably don't, because, hold up. I know I was supposed to change this. I changed it before, but I bet you $5. I bet you $5 I didn't change it on this one. No, I think I did. Okay, so my mouth should line up this time. In the last video I did, it did not line up, and I know that probably annoyed the crap out of you guys. I was super excited to get this thing. Being in a 24-person draft, I knew steals were going to be really hard to get. Because there's also no cut moves, so like HP Ground, HP Fire, which are brought on everyone's team, are gone. And so I know it's going to be a little bit harder to deal with special. Elemental can handle physical fighting, fire, and ground moves okay, and I can, if I know that threat is coming, I can run Shuka Chopple or Akaberry if I have to. Or I can Iron Defense up in their face. So I'm not too worried, as I can much easier predict what coverage moves they can bring for me. And almost nothing. We had this argument in the chat. Almost nothing wants to switch into a choice banded Melmetal. Like, it's stupid. And we also are going to have a theme going through this draft. If you can figure the theme out, put it down in the comments down below. I'm not going to say it too much. I might play a hint here or there, but and it's not what these first 3 picks are going to be, because they do kind of have a little theme. So with our next pick, I was going to take best available, and I was looking for a best available water at this point, because if you think about it now, I was pick 7, so there's like 40-ish, 20 or 30 some odd picks in between our last pick and this one. So we did pick up our Manaphy. I really like Manaphy, as I really was looking for a special setup sweeper or breaker in a sense. We don't have to sweep too much, but we can just set up tail glows and start knocking through some people's physical walls, as our Melmetal can deal with other things. I like to, their Spadef walls and things like that, or their sweepers. That's what I was really looking for. I was really wanting to get a Latios to help with basically all the weaknesses that Melmetal has. I am going to be able to deal with its fire and ground weakness with Manaphy. Not going to be able to deal with the fighting at all. But I really liked grabbing this, and grabbing another tier 1 was nice. I noticed that I would have taken my Mega here. I can't remember if it was a now. I probably should have taken my Mega here. I did not see that Keldeo was tier 2. If I saw that Keldeo was tier 2, I probably would have waited. Like, I would have given it a chance that Manaphy makes it to the round 3. Because I really wanted Mega Gardevoir in our 3rd pick. And you can just kind of guess that Mega Gardevoir did not make it to us, because I should have went for it. I didn't grab it. And Loey took it from... No, John took it from us. And I was mad. But our next pick, a couple other things went. I kind of wanted Mega Venusaur to deal with like the fighting weakness, but it got taken as well. I should have taken it here at our second pick. But I did want to get a little bit more special as well. As we're really set with physical with our Melmetal, and so I wanted to have a couple other options. I want to deal with our ground weakness right now, and I went with our Mega Pidgeot now. I like its speed tier. I like its access to defog, U-turn. It can set up on its own if it has to as well. Like, you're really going to have to figure out what Pokemon on my team I will set up with that week. Because I can run so many different sets with these Pokemon. I can run, bulky Manaphy, stall Manaphy. Melmetal can go a handful of different ways, but you're really going to have to watch out on what I bring, offensive and defensive. Moving along, I'm looking for more utility as well as defog options and Volt Switch and U-turn options. I'm really liking getting Volt Switch U-turners on this team. As you can see, I have 2 U-turners so far, because if you're trying to switch in your special wall on my Manaphy or my Mega Pidgeot, I can just U-turn straight into Melmetal, and what are you going to do about it? And Melmetal being not weak to rocks is actually resisting it is actually amazing. So I can just keep flipping it in if I have to with my Volt Turn Core, because I now have a Rotom Mow. I kind of got this a little early as well. I made the mistake there, but this is my first big person draft. They did it because there are 2 divisions that we play in, 2 divisions of 12. But the last few seasons, they've had it to where if the 2 divisions of 12 were split into different draft pools, and so what would kind of suck is you finish the season, make it through your round of playoffs, and you try and the playoffs was division versus division, and so you kind of have mirror matches sometimes, like Celesteela versus Celesteela, or Coco versus Coco, and it just wasn't as fun. Um, yeah, I was really looking for a grass and electric, and of course this is both, and it's a levitator, so it's given us pretty awesome ground immunity for our Melmetal options, at least, so we're not forced to just bring Mega Pidgeot for every ground type. As well as we can help deal with those ground types a little better as well with Leaf Storms and Will-O-Wisps, things like that. And it gives us a lot of different options with Defog, Nasty Plot, Thunder Wave, things like that. Moving along, another kind of utility Pokemon for the team, not necessarily that big of a threat per se, but more of just utility usage, is going to be Orbeetle. I got it because it has just so many different moves that it can throw off, as well as webs if we need them. I always love having the option for webs. I don't have to always bring it, because like webs don't really help Melmetal at all unless I'm trying to run like a Scarf Melmetal or something. That had to be just so precisely weird of a thing. I don't see that coming, but I love having webs as an option, as well as it gives us a psychic type and a bug type, switching into fighting type moves. Like, we're building this whole entire team around Melmetal, so hoping we can, you know, I want to make Melmetal like a top 5 on the kill leaders list for this season, if at best, at best. I'd be okay with like a top, a little above 10 somewhere, like 5 to 10. I'd be okay with that as well, but it'd be nice to get to top 10. Moving along, I got sniped pretty hard here, and it really sucked because he got skipped, because we had at the time a 4-hour timer, and we have people from all over the world in this league, and he was skipped after his 4 hours. He got skipped, and then in between his skip and my pick was an hour, and he came back in like 45 minutes, and I was livid because these people were taking like 20 minutes to make their picks. I'm cleaning my headset pads, so this hurts. I have no pads on my headset right now, but oh well. I really needed a tier 2 Stealth Rock ground type option, and there was only 2. There was Crocodile and Mamoswine. I wanted the dark type in Crook, and it's a little faster, I think. I could be wrong on that. And it has Intimidate. It's what I really wanted it for, but that's okay. As we do gain the ice typing, as we didn't have the best options for flying types or water types. I mean, not water types, flying types right now. As you really don't, I gotta deal with a or do I have to deal with Zapdos? I don't think I do, because he's in the other division. No, but we are gonna have to deal with things like, let's see here. There's a Garchomp in ours, a Talonflame, that doesn't really count. There's Lando T in our division, Latios in our division, Mega Pinsir, Zygarde 50's in our division, Victini is here, Torn T is in our division. I mean, I got a lot to deal with here. Dragapult, I got a lot of options. So I'm kind of okay with grabbing Mamoswine. We've used it a whole lot, so I'm okay with that. Moving along, we got Surfetched. In the WPF League, I saw this thing tear people up because they never prepare for it. And then, like, banded first impressions, banded close combats, things like that. They are not ready for it. They do not prepare for this thing whatsoever, and it just goes to town. It's also a Defiant user, I think. I don't have sports up. I'm not prepared. I do believe it is not. It has Steadfast and Scrappy. So basically just Scrappy. So that's a way that we can deal with ghost types, even though we lost our dark type. It's a way we can deal with those ghost types. As well as just a sneaky strong, like fighting types are always just so strong, especially when someone's not going to prepare for like a tier 4 Pokemon like this. I'm pretty excited to use this thing. Um, it gets all kinds of coverage moves. It's kind of crazy, and its speed is mediocre, but with like a scarf or a band on it, I think it'd be kind of nutty. It gets all kinds of crazy coverage moves. Does it get? It does not. Okay. Moving along though, don't want to stay too long on Mr. Surfetched. We picked up Clefairy. In this league, you have to budget your Pokemon, and fairies were going like left and right. The only person we could, let's see, what was tier 3? Tier 3 is the only place where we could have got a better fairy, but like Alcremie, Klefki, I didn't really feel the need for Klefki in this for this team here. Primarina was available, but we already had a pretty strong special attacking water. I was like, I don't feel a need for that. And these what I would have to swap Orbital out for. Whimsicott was here. All these things I would rather have. I'd probably honestly rather have Clefairy. As it gives us another Stealth Rock user, I think. Clefairy gets Stealth Rocks, right? I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, it gives us another Stealth Rock user. Has all kinds of coverage moves. You know, your Thunder Waves, your Toxics. Does it get Aromatherapy? It does get Aromatherapy. I mean, it's crazy. It's not hardly that bulky with base 48 defense. It gives us somewhat of a special option, though, for defense. We don't have the best options for that. As well as giving us a wish and baton pass. I could wish baton pass into things if I wanted to. It being such a low tier fairy, it's not going to do all that much work to us. But Melmetal does enjoy getting those, as well as like Mamo, Manaphy, things with not very good recovery. Really enjoy getting those wishes. And I may not get a whole lot out of Clefairy, but you know, 1 wish, 2 wishes, something like that per battle would be pretty amazing. As well as another rocks option, as we don't have a whole lot of those. I don't have a whole lot of hazards options in general, other than like Orbital with webs, and then my 2 rockers so far. Moving along though, this was kind of like a take whatever's best left in this tier. We do pick up Ditto. If we can pivot around correctly, we can pivot into our checks for Melmetal, for Pidgeot, Manaphy, Mamoswine, things like that. See what they've got for us first of all. Because once you find out that very important information, and you know, okay, well, Surfetched can eat these hits and go to town because you know they don't have this move or that move. And Choice Scarf Ditto is just the easiest thing to bring any week that you see someone that has a potential setup sweeper or a Pokemon on their team that, if it was in reverse, could just you know, do so much damage, like a Coco on a rain team or something along those lines. It was just gonna be really nice. Moving on, I got sniped so hard. I should not have taken Ditto when I took Ditto. I felt like if no one had picked it at that point, it was probably not going to get picked. I really wanted Goodra for our dragon typing, but of course I did not get it. Instead, we've got a Alolan Exeggutor. I love this. This is funny to me. Blocking out. Oh, the other thing that I messed up earlier, guys. If you might have noticed it by now. Early on, I forgot to change season 1 to season 8 like an idiot. I noticed like way too late, like 5 freaking things in. Anyway, I just took the best dragon left. It was this or Guzzlord down in its tier. And tier 5 is not good. Tier 5 is not like, oh, Sliggoo was there. Sliggoo got sniped. I was even more pissed about that. Cause like I ask everybody, what's the best dragon typing left? And they're like, Sliggoo. I was like, got it. Taking the next pick. Which was like 5 or 6 away. And the same person that stole our Crocodile stole our Sliggoo. And I was like, oh, I just want to beat you. Anyways, The one positive I had from Eggy is that people aren't going to prepare for it either, in my opinion. So it can throw people off. As well as it gets like two good abilities in Frisk and Harvest, so we can kind of stall some people out. I've seen that with like a Leech Seed Harvest, Citrus Berry, or even like Resto Chesto Berry. I've seen that too. It's pretty. It can be pretty stally if they don't bring an ice move, because my team isn't all that weak to ice. Yeah, you got Rotom, Rotom and Pidgeot, but it's not all that ice weak, to be honest. And HP Ice you can't bring it, and so I don't know. I think this could be a pretty sneaky play that we could bring a couple times. As it gets itself all kinds of crazy moves too. Like I think it. Oh, it doesn't get Nasty Plot. Get Calm Mind? Nope. How does it boost its special attack? I thought it could. Oh well. I think it does get Swords Dance, which is nuts. It gets Swords Dance, Dragon Hammer, and Trick Room. Trick Room on this thing could be really nice, as I don't feel like my team is built for Trick Room whatsoever. But like a Surfetched Melmetal combo in Trick Room would be nice. Not that or even they have that new item, the Room Service. If I need to make something like Mamoswine or Manaphy or something really slow, I don't think it'd be that great, but I'm sorry about that. So I do think it's like a sneaky little option. It's not the best for us, and we double up on grass typing, but I think it'll be okay. It's manageable, and it's way better than Guzzlord. Guzzlord's bad. Guzzlord I would get nothing out of. Moving into our last pick, I love to have all the hazards, whether or not I bring them or not. But our last pick, and let me pull him up real quick so I'm not saying stuff that's wrong, has two pretty decent abilities. It is Whirlipede. It does get Poison Point if I want to make it just like pretty bulky, like an defensively bulky, because it is fairly defensive bulky. Switching into things like a Mega Lopunny or something like that, it's going to be hitting like not very strong moves, but hitting all the time, faking out a lot of the time. Get a cheeky little poison off, but it does get spikes and toxic spikes, I believe. Yes, it does. It gets both. Let's see, what other status moves does this thing get? We got not the best, but it does get like a combo of T-Spikes and Venom Drench, which is kind of okay. I'm never gonna click it, but it's pretty cool tech. Does this thing not get? It does not. It does not get Baton Pass. That sucks. Cause it does get some cool moves, but like it's got a Focus Sash Endeavor I could run on this thing. There's just a lot of, I like having a lot of options in between our team here, and so having Spikes and T-Spikes as an option is pretty nice. But anyways, if you guys are excited, I am going to be bringing this league back on the channel, as well as another upcoming BRL. So if you guys have enjoyed this so far, please drop a like down below, and I need nickname ideas. I have no idea nicknames for any of those Pokemon, as I never do. Oh, Ditto, I have an okay one, but not a clue. And if you pick even a half decent one, I'm going to name it after that. Just put something in the comments. Every time I do one of these, I'll get like 2. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed it. I will see you guys in week 1. Peace out.